Why did you choose such an ordinary girl to be in the middle of this crazy fantasy-based love triangle? I like that question because I didn't think about what I was doing, but it was something that I think is really important to the success of the Twilight series, to how much I care about it. Everyone here in this room right now, I am willing to bet, is human. I'm also guessing that most of you are not princesses raised in disguise, and that probably many of you do not have superpowers, and that if any of you were jumped in a dark alley, you would not suddenly know Kung Fu. Unless you studied it, and then that's cool. A lot of books are this fantasy where you get to step into the chosen one's shoes. You are that special one that everyone's been waiting for. You have the magic powers if you can learn to unlock them. And that's a really cool fantasy, and I love reading books like that. But in the back of my mind, I always know that's not going to be me, because I don't have magic powers, and I'm not a princess in disguise. And I like writing about characters who could be me, and who get to have adventures even though they're totally ordinary. And I think that all of us can identify with that girl or that boy who isn't magic. So that appeals to me, to have that little bit of realism stuck in with all the fantasy. All right, here's one. If you had an 11-year-old daughter, would you allow her to read Twilight? I actually have read Twilight to all my kids. The 6- and 7-year-old fell asleep because it was nighttime. But my oldest son, who's almost 11, is actually a big fan. He's not much into reading big, thick books himself, but he loves to be read to, and he's heard all the books except for book 4, which I started, and then I started imagining him at school, and some cute little 11-year-old girl coming up, Gabe, can you tell me what happens? And he would totally sell me out. I know he would. So I quit reading it to him, and he could hear it later. Before I actually have an answer. This question is, why does Jane hate Alice? Good catch, whoever caught that one. And the answer to your question is, for about 1,000 years, Arrow has been pretty obsessed with Alice because she is powerful, and he is very much attracted to that. All of a sudden, he finds out about Alice, and who is he thinking about and talking about all the time? Jane's extremely jealous of Alice because here's someone whose power might even be greater than hers, and she really hates that.